Dear student, hello. I hope you all are fine and doing well in your study. Children, today I will teach you chapter 10, that is Friends and Flatterers, a very beautiful poem written by William Shakespeare. This poem is about the difference between a true friend and a flatterers. As you all know that Shakespeare was a greatest playwright, a dramatist, a poet, and he was also an actor. So whatever he wrote, he just expressed it in a very simple and clear way. And in his writing, he has used Old English. Okay, so in this poem, you will find so many words which are related to Old English, and nowadays we use modern English. So I will give you the meaning of those Old English words, and this is one of the beautiful poem of Shakespeare, Friends and Flatterers. So now come to the explanations. As I am going to read the first stanza, students, I am going to read the first stanza. All of you listen carefully. Everyone that flatters thee is no friend in misery. Words are easy like the wind. Faithful friends are hard to find. In the first stanza, poet is saying that everyone that flatters thee. Flatters means false praise. One who do false praise. So everyone that do false praise, they will not be the friend in your difficult time. Misery means difficult time. Okay, hard time. And here the word thee. Thee means you. This is then Old English. So here they means you. In the first two lines, poet is saying that the one who do false praise, he will not be friend in your difficult time. Words are easy like the wind. Faithful friends are hard to find. Words are very easy. Words are easy to speak, just like wind. As wind changes, sometimes it's blow fast, sometimes it's less. So as it changes, and it's very easy, wind blow very easily. So in the same way, words are here. The simile is used. That word is compared here like the wind. Words are as easy as like the wind. So words are easy like the wind, but faithful friends are hard to find. But it's very difficult to find a faithful friend who will stand with you forever. And in this modern time, it is really very tough to get a true faithful friend. So, this is the first stanza. Poet is saying, in the second stanza, every man will be thy friend, whilst thou hast wherewith to spend. But if a store of crowns be scant, no man shall supply thy want. In the second stanza, poet is saying, every man will be thy friend. Here, thy means your. Poet is saying that everyone will be your friend when you are ready to spend, when you are very spendful person, ready to spend everywhere. At that time, so many people will be your friend. Here, so many old English words are given like whilst means while, thou means you, has means have, wherewith means to money, where we spend. But if store of crown be scant, no man shall supply thy want. But when the store of crown, as Shakespeare was from England, so the crown here indicates about wealth or money. But when the wealth or money will be scant means less. Scant means less. So when it will be less, when the wealth or money will be less, at that time no man will supply thy want. Means no man will deliver your need. No man will fulfill your need. No man will supply your need. So in the second stanza, poet is saying that every man will be your friend when you are ready to spend your money. But if the store of your money will be less, it will become, you just got, it will be in the loss. If you will be in the loss at that time, loss of money, then at that time no man will supply your need. Okay, this is the explanation of the second stanza. Children, in the third stanza, poet is saying, if that one be prodigal, bountiful they will him call, and with such like flattering, pity but he were a king. Prodigal. Prodigal means spend a lot. It means that the one who spend a lot on other people, bountiful they will him call. What the people call him? They will call him bountiful. Bountiful means generous. One who has spent, one who is very kind hearted, one who is very generous, one who get pitied on anyone's situations or conditions and ready to spend. So bountiful they will him call means generous. They will call him very generous. Oh, you are very kind, you are very generous, and with such like flattering pity but he were a king. And with such like flattering words, the flatterer use such kinds of beautiful words, but pity but he were a king. But what happened at last? At last the person who was bountiful, but he is doing the mistakes, and people feel pity on him, that one day he will loses all his money, and at that time no one will be his, no one will stand by his sides. But if fortune, in the fourth stanza, poet is saying, but if fortune once do frown, then farewell his great renown. They that fawned on him before use his company no more. So here, but if fortune, fortune means luck. But when your fortune once do frown, frown means become angry. But when your fortune become angry, then at that time what happened? How popular, how famous, how renowned person you are, people will depart you. People will give you farewell. They refuse you to recognize. Okay? They that fawned on him before, one who flattered you earlier, they will, the same people, one who flattered you earlier on becoming your bountiful, at that time they will not use your company. Okay, they will not use your company, because you became penniless, your store become scant, so they leave to use your company. So this is the explanation of the fourth stanza. In the fifth stanza, poet is saying, he that is thy friend indeed, he will help thee in thy need. If thou sorrow, he will weep. If thou wake, he cannot sleep. It means here in this stanza, poet is giving the sign of a true or real friend. He is explaining about how a real friend could be. He that in thy friend indeed, he will help thee in thy need. It means that if you have a true friend, the one, when you have a true friend, he will help you in your need. He will always stand beside you in your need. If thou sorrow, he will weep. If you are sad, if you are worried, he will weep for you. And if you wake, he cannot sleep. And if you are awake, if you are not, you are being restless, if you are just not being easy, not in the not at ease, at that time he also cannot sleep due to your pain. So this is a true sign of this is a sign of a true friend, and he will be the part of all your pain and worry, and he will stand with you. In the last stanza, thus of every grief in heart, he with thee dot bear apart. These are certain signs to know faithful friends from flattering foe. In the last stanza, poet is saying that thus of every grief in heart, if you have any grief in your heart, grief means pain, if you have any grief in your heart, he will thee dot bear apart. Dot means does, he will bear apart means he will share the part of that pain. He will be the part of that pain which is in your heart. These are certain signs to know faithful friends from flattering foe. So these are certain sign. These are certain sign to know the difference between faithful friends and a flattering foe. Foe means enemy. So children, here is a beautiful explanation and beautiful. This is a beautiful poem which teaches some moral to you, to know the true, to get to know the difference between a true and a real friend and a flatterers. There are so many old words are given. I will give you its meaning. Okay, I hope all of you have understood it. Thank you, children. Thank you for all.